Okay, so as many of you know, we built an energy efficient home. At least that was our hopes. We did a lot of research, about a year and a half, and then we executed this build of this home last fall and into the spring. But we weren't really sure what kind of results we were going to get, and we promised a video saying that we would when we did. So here it is. It worked pretty good in the summer. We were surprised. The highs were in the 95s. But you know, this is Colorado, so the evenings are cool. So in the mornings we would open up the windows, let that cool air in the house, and then we would close it off and control the amount of light and heat that would come in through our south-facing windows by the use of the blinds. We have blinds that you can pull up from the bottom or down from the top. And that was great and all. The house never got over 80. So it worked as far as the summer was concerned. We didn't need to add any extra cooling or anything like that. But winters are a little bit different, and we weren't sure exactly what we wanted to do with the house as far as heating it and still keeping it energy efficient. This house is all electric. We ran no gas to it at all, with the hopes, the thoughts that someday we would be 100% solar and the house would actually be net positive, meaning we'd be putting energy back out onto the grid, you know, powering our neighbors' homes as well as our own. And so we've had some pretty cold nights here, and it works. It's amazing. You can see right now we are, I don't know, probably less than a month away from winter solstice, the shortest day of the year. So the sun is as low in the sky as it's going to get. We're not quite there, but you can see that the sun comes really deep into the home, heating the floor, which we purposely made a ceramic. It's a ceramic tile, so it holds that heat, warms the house up. So if it is, say, 15 degrees outside at night, and when we go to bed, it is, say, 78 in here. When we wake up in the morning, it's usually between 68 and 70 in here. It retains that heat. And then we open up the blinds in the morning and throughout the day and let the sun come in. It heats the house back up from 68 to 70 to about 78, 80 degrees. Even on a cloudy day, we find that we still are able to gain about 5 degrees of heat, which is really nice. So the house works. It captures the energy and it keeps it, and we stay warm for next to nothing. We do have a wood stove that we put in for supplemental heating, or actually our main source of heating. And in all reality, we really haven't needed it. But we've been running it anyways because it's really nice to make it 80 degrees in here, and it's comfortable. We did put in a ceiling fan, Heidi just pointed out. It is a DC motor fan, so it uses less energy, and you can reverse it. So it's either pushing the heat or pulling the cold up or pushing the heat down, so we really are able to circulate it through the house. That's why we built this house with such an open design from the south-facing area. The upstairs bedrooms, they stay warm enough all night long. They don't need supplemental heating. And down here in the lower bedroom, our bedroom, the bathroom, it stays warm, which, score. We didn't know if that would happen, but it did. So the use of energy of this house is next to nothing. I mean, many of you watched the build that we did, and so you know how it was constructed. If you have questions, let me know. I'll be more than happy to pass on any information that we accumulated before the build of this home. If you're looking to build a house, please, most important thing, consider which way it's facing. Capture that free energy that the sun is providing for us, so you don't have to use as much energy that is produced by humans. You know, coal, gas, all that stuff.
I'll quickly review the walls, how they're constructed.
Okay, just a quick rundown of the walls and how we did them. It is a 2x6 construction, so the wall cavity is 5.5 inches deep. That is filled with recycled paper, shredded paper, which has been treated so it's fire resistant. and that is blown in there and it's packed in. And instead of putting in a forced air system, we spent that money that you normally spend on mechanical things on the insulation of this home. So we packed in, oh gosh, what was it? A couple thousand pounds of insulation into the walls and the ceiling. So the walls have 5.5 inches of insulation blown in there. The ceiling has a little over 24 inches. So that gives it a pretty high R value. I think it pushes it up close to 60 on the ceiling. And then our walls are probably around 40 because on top of having that cavity filled, we also put 2-inch foam wrapped around the entire house, which has a foil backing on it. And that inhibits thermal bridging, which is where the cold travels in through the wood, solid wood that is, touching the outside and on the inside. So we don't have any thermal bridging in here, which is pretty nice. So again, gonna build a house. Questions on how we did it. You want to make it energy efficient, please make it energy efficient. This planet can't handle any more of the building that we're doing, and this is kind of like the standard in other countries anyway, so come on US, step up. It's time, right? Thanks.